Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Anambra discussion segment. My name is Sijama Uche. How are you? It is a weekend edition, and as usual, I get excited once it's Friday. Welcome here. All right, we said it's a discussion segment, so let's start talking on what we have for you today. What is it? The 2023 Anambra Mace debate. That's what we have as our topic this morning. And I have gentlemen that have joined me. I hope you know that when it comes to this job, we are all men and there's no woman here. Okay, one of them is Maureen Stone Enujoke. She is the chairman, Anambra State Council of Ratau. I welcome you to Good Morning Anambra State this morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Okay, you're
Good
welcome.
morning, Anambra.
Okay, welcome. Maureen is a veteran broadcaster. And then I have Dr. Stanley Onunkwo. Dr. Stanley Onunkwo is the chairman NUJ Political Committee. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Anambra.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, we said that we are here to look at the topic, the 2023 Anambra Mace debate, and of course, we very much know what is on now. It is election. Campaigns and rallies going on here and there, promises and a whole lot of things. And today, we're going to look at how we are going to hold some of these candidates responsible when it comes to what they promise they are going to do for us and how it has been all this while. Okay? So whenever it gets to a campaign year, there's great expectations. We're going to look at all those today. All right, welcome again. Let me start with you, Dr. Stanley. What do we expect this 2023 election, considering what happened in 2015 and 2019? And then the present administration, where we found ourselves today, thanks to the politicians. Now they're back. What do we expect in this 2023?
Good morning, Anambra, once more. 2023 elections is going to be an exception. Exception in the sense that our people are now more committed. Our people are now actively involved. The number of persons that newly registered for PVC are just marveling. And people are collecting by the day. It shows the awareness is there, and people are eager to elect leaders this time around, not because of their political parties, but because of their personal capacities and what they intend to achieve through that person. That is why this 2023 election is going to be a different one. Before now, to win election, you must either be in PDP, APC, APUGA. But today, the person making wave in Nigerian politics is from Labour Party. And people, from what we've gathered, people are now trying to look out for persons that they are sure of, maybe because of what they've done before, so that they will be able to make a better decision. And that's why the debate is very, very crucial at this time. You know,
okay, before we get to the debate, let me pin you here. You said that there's been a great awareness, and based on that, that what we're going to get in this 2023 might not be as usual, what we used to get. But the politicians say that the party is supreme. Do you now see people from different political parties voting outside their party?
That's exactly what I am trying to let you know. I know candidates that don't even talk about their presidential candidates. I am using that as a yardstick to measure other trickle down to other positions. I know candidates of YPP that are not talking about, that don't even know their presidential candidate. I know candidates from APUGA that don't even mention their presidential candidate. And people are still, the core party persons are still going to vote, but majority of the masses are going to vote based on person's capacities and capabilities this time around. As Madukaga to this time around. That's just the thing.
Okay, Madukaga. So, Maureen Stone, I'm coming to you. I know that before now, it used to be political gathering in Nigeria and elections used to be ethnic driven, religious driven, and then the party supreme thing. But this time around, even vote buying driven, because sometimes you think you are with this person, but when the person gets to the polling unit or polling booth, and then it becomes to the highest bidder, okay? In year 2000, I still an 5 or shift to. I know well example of what happened here during the governorship election in Anambra State, where a woman refused 5,000 naira, 5,000 naira gift for her to vote out her conscience. Now, what do you expect we are going to see now? Are we going to still see ethnic driven and religious driven, vote buying driven kind of election based on what Stanley said?
I don't think so. I want to take a cue from what he said. Politics now is not about money. People have really decided, they have seen things. They have been disappointed by the leaders who claimed that they have their interests at heart. But this time around, if you can see what is going on in the country, people are they are agitated. They are not happy with the way the economy is. And they want a new Nigeria. And that is what everybody is clamoring for. Me, you, and Stanley himself, and every other person that is a Nigerian. So what we are fighting for is for good governance. That is what is in the lips of every Tom, Dick, and Harry. We want the best. We are tired. Everybody is suffering. And it's just, I don't know how to say it, but it's so unfortunate that we are so blessed in this country, but yet we are suffering. So that is why we have decided to take the bulls by the horns and do the needful by looking straight into the eyes of the people, the gladiators, the political gladiators, those who think that they have the wherewithal to lead this country rather. But at the end of the day, they disappoint. So for now, everybody wants the best. And that is why we have decided to come out and say, what you don't have, you cannot give. So if you know what you're going to do to better the lot of the poor masses, because it is indeed the masses that are suffering. So it is just for the best person to emerge. That is, we're not looking at party this time around.
Okay.
It's just the antecedents of the candidates involved.
I'm very happy. We're not looking at the party.
No, we're not.
We are just looking at the days. But now, Stanley, I'm coming back to you because we are of the same family, the media family. And then over the years, we have been accused of being instrumental to the kind of government that is instituted in Nigeria or even elsewhere. Okay? That is the media that will tell you that what is black is white, that what is red is blue. Are we going to see that in this 2023 election? Or, by the way, do you accept, is it true that because of inducement or whatever, that we go out of our ways to say what is not what it is?
You can't leave it to the media alone.
Okay.
It is a collective problem. Collective problem in the sense that before now, majority of our votes are decided by monetary inducement and all whatnot, not just the media. But today, everybody is suffering. Everybody is suffering. There is no television, TV, or radio, newspaper edition. You don't see a change in practice. It is now developmental. Developmental in the sense that if we don't get it right this time around, we're going to be in a very deep shit if we don't get it right. Today, I just bought fuel to come here at 320 naira. Nobody is talking. No. Do you know that during Jonathan's administration, people marched in Lagos, Abuja, Kanu, and all whatnot because he sold fuel at 165? But today, nobody is marching. So,
why do you think it's so?
Because we are tired and because we are expectant. Expectant in the sense that 25th of February is going to be the birthday of Nigeria. Birthday of Nigeria in the sense that people, what happened in 1993 is going to repeat itself. People are not going to vote based on ethnic, based on religion, based on party. People are going to vote.
For those that were not there, what really happened in 1993? What happened?
What happened is that despite the fact that we had a Muslim ticket, MKO Abiola was widely accepted. And it was the best of election that I witnessed.
Though sure it's not going to repeat itself because we'll still have a Muslim ticket around contesting?
No. It's not about that. It's not about that. What we are taking from that election is competence. People saw Abiola as a redeemer, as at that time.
So they never bothered
the
combination
happened.
That he comes with.
Exactly what is happening today. People are seeing a particular candidate as the source of, as a succor, as the only person to fix Nigeria, as a messiah. And that's why I said 25th of February is going to be a birthday for Nigeria going forward.
Okay, Maureen, please, let me come back to you now, because there's something Stanley said that the cost of living has risen, using as an example, using a fuel price as an example, and he said that nobody is talking. Are you saying that we are not lacking there, we from the media world? Is it not our duty to hype it, to start shouting while others join?
It's our duty, but even when you shout, nobody is ready to listen to you. When Stanley was mentioning the aspect where he said that nobody has, all these things that has been happening, that nobody is really complaining, it's because we have developed that thick skin. We have seen this country as a no-go area, like we're going to be stuck wherever we find ourselves at the moment. Mm-hmm. Now, fear was sold at 100 and something naira, and people were complaining. Now it is 330, and people are tired of complaining. What's doing now is that, okay, anything, and when we all know that no matter what happens, that there will always be a way to survive. We have always survived, especially with the Igbos. We have survived whatever situation that stared us in the face. So that is just it. People are tired of complaining. They're just, okay, let us just see what happens. But I believe that this 2023 election is going to be an eye-opener. No compromise this time around. Because if you compromise, I tell you, the next generation that are not yet even born or birthed, they're going to suffer the most. But if we do things right, honestly, we'll smile. We'll have cause to smile. So that is the race we are in now.
This 2023.
A better Nigeria. That is what we are clamoring for. And it's a clamoring call for everybody to do the needful. Forget collect ego. Ego we collect. You listen, you pay and say. If not, you still be stuck at where you are. Mm-hmm. So that is because let us do things right.
Stanley, no room
I'm
for
so
compromise
optimistic
in the 2023 election.
The match.
I want to ask you first before you come in. Maurice said there's no room for compromise. Okay, what are we in the media doing to ensure there will be no room for compromise?
Exactly what you're doing now. Exactly why we are here.
Okay.
Exactly what we are planning to happen on the 9th, 10th, and the 11th of February. And what we are planning
that is enlightenment.
Yeah, no.
No. What we are doing now, let's start from what we are doing. Yes. Enlightenment, letting the people know what to do.
Exactly.
Will you say we have done it, especially those of you from the print media, and nobody writes again? Will you say that we have done it well to open the eyes of people and let them know that this is where we are going, this is what is on ground, and this is what we expect to get at the end of the day?
We are doing better.
Okay. All right, let me come to you, Maureen. Why are we here today? When you say that we're 2023 Anambra Mace debate, what does that mean?
Yeah, the Anambra Mace debate 2023 is all about having a debate where we have all the political gladiators, those contesting for seats in the red and the green chambers, to come out and sell their manifestos. Because sometimes they will tell you they will do this, they will do this. We'll all be happy and be expectant. But at the end of the day, once they enter that office, the song changes. So we want them to come out, tell us if what we can do. At the end of the day, if you open the area, the people, the masses will hold you responsible. So we want them to come out and sell their manifestos. Tell us we are going to do this. Because some of the time when you go to the markets, there are so many goods in the markets, goods and services. There are the cheaper ones, the cheap ones, and even the best. But you as a human being, what are you like? You want to go to the market and pick the best. So from this debate, we want to know who has the capabilities, the onion, as in the power to do it, to like carry out the promise or promise. Because when you say you are going to do something, and in Maria, next time you cannot venture still in African politics. So once they sell their manifestos to us, tell us the reason why they want to change the narrative, then we are good to go. So that is the reason we are doing this.
So Stanley, who are involved? I know that we are not running governorship election this period, so we'll have maybe from House of Reps or Senate down. So
Senate,
who are involved in this?
You know, you cut me short the last time.
Oh, please, I'm sorry.
Before answering your question about what the media is doing, it will interest you to know that all the radio and television stations in Anambra State are keen into this debate. They are going to stream it live, those that has that capacity. They are going to show it live that day at a very reduced cost. And that's a very huge contribution. ABS for an instance. We are not paying talking now. And it's a very huge contribution. Considering
You're from the print world. I know we are doing greater than you guys. No, that's why I asked you, what are the print guys doing? What are you writing? Because in those days of Delegiwa and a whole lot of things, they will write the things that will make you stand up from your kitchen and then come back to the, to listen to what our guy is reading from the paper.
So the media world are doing marvelously well to encourage a free, fair, transparent election. Then coming to what to expect, it is...
who are involved in this debate?
Okay, the debate is being organized by NUJ, Ratau, Bring It On Africa, and Sejup. Bring It On Africa and Sejup are non-governmental organization, but they needed us to give it the visibility it deserves. That's why we are here. So these are the 4 partners organizing the debate.
Okay. So who are you expecting in the debate?
We are expecting all political candidates of all the parties. We've scheduled the thing that 9, 10, 11th of February. 9th for senatorial candidates and House of Rep candidates in Anambra Central. For 11th for senatorial candidates and House of Rep candidates in Anambra South. We are going to be concluding with senatorial candidates and House of Rep candidates in Anambra North.
These days that most of these candidates shun debates and discussions.
At their peril.
Are you sure that have they been properly briefed and you are sure they're coming? Have they given you their ways?
You can't be so sure, but the feedback we are getting is very interesting.
Okay, but you say something, if you avoid this, is at your peril.
Yes, if you avoid the debate, at your peril. Because we've been able to send the message, the jingles are playing, we've been able to send messages across. There is nobody that will say he's not heard about the debate. So we are still asking people to key in, get in touch with us. At a very reduced price, you'll be able to tell them the Anambra what you intend to do for Anambra and especially for your constituents. Okay.
Maureen, what do you expect to get from them now that I don't know, you promise one thing, you do another based on what we have been experiencing over the years. So what do you expect to get from them?
From this debate?
From the debate.
Not really only me expecting, as in everybody.
I know when I say you, it's not you as a person.
Okay, we're expecting the best candidates to emerge. If you cannot tell the people you want to represent what you want to do for them, then you don't have any reason to be there. But when you come out, tell them, this is what I would do. If I don't do this, hold me responsible. Then you have killed your political career if at the end of the day, you messed up. So we are expecting to get the best candidates. And what we are looking forward to is the promise. if you make a promise, you keep it. And if you make that promise and you fail, then you have failed as a human being, and you have even failed the people you represent. So the best of good governance is what we're expecting.
Okay, so what's your area of coverage in the debates? Who are is the only people that are coming from Anambra State? Candidates from other states?
No. It's just only for Anambra State.
Okay.
That's why it is called Anambra 2023.
Okay. I know we've had something like that before, but maybe not organized by NUJ and Ratau.
This is a maiden edition.
Okay, so this is a maiden edition for Ratau.
We want to take, take what belongs to us.
Okay.
This is our thing. So if we don't do it, and other people come to do it, it's a shame and a slap on our face. So that is why we have decided the Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union of Nigeria, Ratau, NUJ, Nigeria Union of Journalists, SEJUP, Society for Equity, Justice and Peace, and Bring It On Africa. Is a synergize. I want to synergize to make sure that Nifedema Bata Nobodai, and everybody will smile at the end of the day. That is just our target.
That's going to be a very great achievement. Okay, let's take a break here. I'm bringing a jingle. After that, we'll continue from where we start.
Do this, come on.
The Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, and the Radio, Television, Theatre and Art Workers Union of Nigeria, RATAU, in collaborations with the Society for Equity, Justice and Peace, SEJUP, and Bring It On Africa, present Anambra Political Dialogue, the Mace Debate 2023, the official platform for all the State Assembly, Federal House of Representatives, and senatorial candidates of various political parties across Anambra Central, Anambra North, and Anambra South senatorial zones to showcase their manifestos to their various constituents. Anambra Political Dialogue, the Mace Debate 2023 will be transmitted live simultaneously in all the radio and television stations across Anambra State and beyond, including social media live streamings. Date, Thursday 9th through Saturday 11th February 2023, time 10 a.m. each day. Venue, Professor Dora Kunyili Women's Development Center, Oka. For candidates' participation or enquiry, please call Dr. Stanley on 080-304-08655. Chooks 080-366-75851. Sir Felix 080-362167 or Chibo on 080-311-63447. Our email is themacedebate@anambra2023@gmail.com. Anambra Political Dialogue, the Mace Debate 2023. Let your voting constituents know how you intend to represent them or the state, red or green chambers of the National Assembly. Signed, Political Dialogue, Mace Debate, Anambra 2023.
Ndị Anambra, unu apụtagola?
Ibolachi.
Good morning, Ndi Anambra.
Welcome to Good Morning Anambra Breakfast TV show on ABS TV.
Let's do it together.
Bia Kaido Kwa.
We serve it sizzling hot.
Health and lifestyle.
Security.
Topical issues.
National development.
Entertainment and more.
Welcome to the flagship show where we arm you with the right tools for the day.
Keeping you abreast with happenings and information within and beyond the state.
There are so many staying tuned to Good Morning Anambra on ABS TV.
Heartbeats of the East.
Good Morning Anambra, live on ABS Television, weekdays 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Okay, welcome back. It is still Good Morning Anambra Friday edition. That's our weekend edition. And I'm still talking with gentlemen from the same family with me, Maureen Stone Enujoke, Chairman, Anambra State Council of Ratau, and then Dr. Stanley Onumpo, Chairman, NUJ Political Committee. These are the people with me in the studio. Looking at this topic, the 2023 Anambra Mace debate is something you have not seen before. And I bet you, if you say this one, you'll always like to say it. So that's why we are bringing the awareness to you now. Okay, now, Stanley, if at the end of the day, after the debate, is there any way that you will see results of what's happened, that you say that this person has done better than this, that this is where we should go? Is there anything like that? No. Okay.
We're leaving it for the Anambra to decide. We're leaving it for the Anambra to use the debate as a yardstick of choosing a good leadership. We're also using the debate to make a proper documentary. You know why these persons, we are not holding them responsible? It's because we've not filmed them like this before. This is the first time all the radio, television stations in Anambra are going to be seeing them talk on stage about what they intend. Give them 2 years, give them 3 years. There is no politician that would not like to run again. Let that person come back and tell us what he's been able to do from the promises he made. And remember, for persons that are already in the Senate or rep that are recontesting, we have our fast checkers that day. Yes, that will be able to, whatever you said you've done before, in order to measure what you're going to do again, before the debate comes ends, we are going to...
Somebody has joined us. 1 minute, please. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Welcome. Welcome. What is your name?
I saw this number, that's why I called.
Okay. For those of you that like to join us, there's a number on your screen that you can call and then make a contribution, ask questions, or make your contribution. Tell us how you feel about what is coming up in Anambra. When is it coming up, sir?
9th, 10th, and 11th of February 2022.
Okay, you may now continue from where you stopped.
So we have our fact checkers that will be able to tell you whether you are lying or saying the truth. Mm-hmm. These are all we've been able to put on ground. And your constituents are watching. Enough enlightenment has been made concerning the debate. Mm-hmm. People are watching. It is a matter of fact that we made arrangements for some persons to sit at the hall, Professor Dora Women Development Center that day. But majority of our viewers are going to be watching online or listening to the radios or watching through their televisions. Remember that we are going to be streaming through all social media handles. We've contacted experts. ABS will stream it live. NTA will stream it live. What more can we do? So these are, if you don't watch ABS, you watch in NTA. If you don't listen to, if you're not within your phone or your
NTA National?
No, our NTA here.
Okay.
If you are not within your house, you can watch via your phone. So,
Even social media.
or via your phone. These are all we are doing to make sure that in the Anambra, at least 90% of the Anambra will watch you that day, keep record of what you've been able to say, and judge you by 3-4 years to come.
Okay. Yeah, Maureen, we'll have about 2 of our great sons contesting for the presidential race in this state. That's Mr. P2B and Justice Umadi. Are they part of this debate?
No, they're not. It's just only for people contesting at the red chambers and the green chambers. So it is no presidential thing for now.
Okay.
But if we have the opportunity of doing this next time, I think we have to involve the presidential candidates.
Okay.
This is just the first time. And I believe that we're going to get it right. Yes, of course. You got that now.
I know. Okay, now what do we expect to achieve with this?
Yeah, what we expect to achieve is coming out. I always hinge on good governance. That is just the pivot. Once you get it, what else do you want? So that is the major reason we are organizing this. Come out, sell yourself, tell us what you are going to do. And since you have promised it is a must that you must keep to your promise. And if you keep to that promise, that is what good governance is all about. And if you fail to keep to that promise, you have killed yourself politically, because people are watching. They are no longer silent. People want to take this, they want to take this country back the way it used to be. Somebody was like, when I was telling, I'm very, very optimistic that Nigeria will be better. But some people will tell you that whatever goes up in Nigeria does not come down. That they don't see a better Nigeria. But now, there is. If you look at the way things are going, you find that there is a place we are headed. And I believe that we'll get to that promised land. And this 2023 is going to be the starting point.
That's good. Okay. Stanley, in preparing this and eventual execution of it, do you anticipate any problem, any challenge?
Basically funding.
Okay.
Funding, and that's why we have multiple partners. Bringing Out Africa they are going to provide all the technical aspects of the debate, making sure that the stages are set, the lights are there, the cameras are there, and all whatnot. So that's why we involve them to help us at that. There are challenges. As you can see, my voice is down because we are talking every day. We are talking every day, trying to sensitize in the Anambra to
convince
to come.
Those people.
Because it's the first time.
Chairman, I'm still coming to you. Is there anything you expect the state government to do for you, and then the stakeholders in Anambra State? Is there any way you involve them?
We have not really involved them, but we are looking forward to doing that. Just like what my partner said, it is funding. Funding is a major challenge. I mean, if the state government can come in, maybe try to fund this, I think it's going to go a long way in cementing the plans.
Have you made any attempts for requests?
It's on the way.
Okay.
The thing is, state government is being run by a particular political party, and we are being careful. We are being very, very careful so that nobody will say it is a debate in the Apoga.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So we are being careful.
I was expecting to hear that.
We are being careful.
And now I know that this is we're streaming this program live. People are watching it all over the world. And when we say that we'll have problem of funding, it gets to me because I'm now an Anambra bodogu. Eyotago ongori faga na Anambra nas na afure ego na ego bo the problem. Except you have not really reached out. Ego di no buda boys na bata ego. So, we have stakeholders who are ready to bankroll these things, even 1, 2, 3, or 4 persons. Okay? So, how far have you reached out? Because they're watching.
You just play that jingle. You just play the same thing with every other radio stations in Anambra. And we have 4 numbers there to call. Not just to ask us about the debate. You can ask us, what are you guys doing? Should I come in? And be sure we will accept that. We will accept that.
Odema, Dalo, you still want to say something?
I say it's a welcome development. Anybody that wants to be part of the funding.
Okay. Well, I've asked you if there's any challenge that we're going to you envisage in this, and then you've ruled it out. I'm happy. And then the next thing I would like to ask you before we go is that if eventually these people come here to market themselves, at the end of the day, we'll find out that they are not who they say they are, and they are not doing the things that they promised to do. Is there any way we get back at them? I know in political setting they say if your representative is not doing well, you have the opportunity of recalling the person back. Okay, is there any way we as the media body will get to them to let them know that this is not what you promised you were going to do when you were at the debates? I'm coming to you, Stanley.
For now, we are for the people to decide. You know, recall has not been a thing in Nigeria.
I know.
It has not been a thing. When I was talking about fuel, I said nobody is talking. Maybe because the guy at the center is concluding. And I called 25th of February as Nigeria's birthday. So because we want to get it corrected at the polling booth. That is the best people are doing now. After the debate and going forward, we intend to make our time to tell people these promises and that there are ways to checkmate them. There are ways to make them up and doing. And if they are not coming up with serious results, we intend to go on to teach people the process of recall, because it's the process that our people don't really know.
Okay, thank you very much. As we are busy doing what we're supposed to do as media people, there are other responsibilities under our care, like what we see going around now that people are reluctant in picking their voters card. Okay, Maureen, what do you have to tell our people as a way of concluding?
And anytime I open my phone,
but I'm affronted to vote. You know,
anytime I open my phone, and I get to see people sharing videos of people, not PVCs. I say, God, when are we going to get this right? People should just, if you want, I can kneel down. We're making a special appeal. Go out there. There has been an extension of collection of your PVC. It will not cost you anything. Even yesterday I read in the news that Lagos State gave their citizens work as a work-free day, four days to go collect theirs. If the state government can do this for us, we are making a special appeal. If the state government can do this, we'll be very, very happy, so that people will have the opportunity. Let's
even shut down the markets, at least for 2 days.
For 2 days. This is a very serious business. We don't want to go back to Egypt after 25th of February, because Jen, go and collect your PVC. The village woman on a village, because Obuna Ibata, your voter's card, Jen, your Ebibata card, and with some designated points where you can go and collect your PVC. When we get 12 votes, but how many 12 votes? It's just like pouring water on stone, but it's not my own stone. Thank you,
Dalo. Okay, by way of concluding too, Stanley, because refresh our minds on what is about to happen, when is it happening, where is it happening, and all the rest.
Mine is that I'm leading from the front.
Oh wow,
this is my
good.
PVC.
This is good.
I am leading from the front, and I urge the Anambra to please again, go and collect your PVCs. The collections are even done on Sundays. The collections are even done in fact, so far, I want to commend INEC. They are doing, from the registration to the production of these PVCs to extension of a collection of PVCs, they've done marvelously well. Irrespective of the fact that I have my reservations. My reservations in the sense that I am liking this election to 1993 election. And I'm begging INEC. They've done so well so far. And I don't want them to disappoint Nigerians. I don't want them to compromise that election. They can do that by various ways. The last election, Anambra didn't get up to 500,000 votes because the beavers weren't working. We want it to work this time. The majority of our people that want to vote so that they can vote. That is my special appeal to INEC. Commending them for a job well done so far and asking them to accomplish this good work they've started. Then, for the debate. Like I said, it's called the Mace debate because we are targeting the Senate and the House of Representatives, and we divided them into 3 senatorial zones that we have in Anambra. On the 9th of February, for persons contesting for Senate and House of Rep in Anambra Central. For the 10th of February, for persons contesting for Senate and Rep in Anambra South. And on the 11th of February, for persons contesting for Senate and Rep in Anambra North. It is 9 a.m. daily at Dora Akunyili Women Development Center.
9 to what?
9 to 7 p.m.
To 7 p.m.
9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Because they are much, and we want to give all of them an opportunity to talk to Ndi Anambra, especially their constituents. We won't be doing anything these 3 days. Ndi Anambra will be listening. Ndi Anambra will be listening. We're also calling on the state government, if they want to give holiday for people to go pick their PVCs, they can do that, so that civil servant and business people would have opportunity to sit by their television and listen, to sit by their radio and listen, and see and note these promises that these candidates are going to make this time, so that they can be able to use it to, first of all, make a better choice, a best of choice by the persons they are voting come this election, and to use it to judge these candidates when they eventually emerge winners of these elections. This is just a token of what NUJ Ratao and their partners are doing to ensure free, fair, credible election.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Stanley Onopo, the chairman, NUJ Political Committee, as we get set for this debate that is coming up for the night. Okay, fine. Thank you for coming, Stanley. Okay, and then Maureen Stone Enujoke, the chairman, Anambra State Council of Ratau, we also thank you for coming. I call her my precious stone.
Thank you for having me, sweetie.
Okay, you're welcome.
Morning, Anambra. Morning, Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much. All right. Thank you, my people, the camera guys, the MCR guys, the producer, Ifi Onachupu, the executive producer, Chido Obidegu, a whole lot of people that work, even my co-presenter, Ebere, that is stuck on the road because of one issue or the other. It's still okay. I would like to thank all of you that worked with us this week. God bless you all, and we wish you a happy weekend. My name is Sijama Uche. Those of you that watch from every part of the world, you are wonderful. We love you. We're going to start again Monday. Thank you.
Do this, come on!
The Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, and the Radio, Television, Theatre and Art Workers Union of Nigeria, RATAU, in collaborations with the Society for Equity, Justice and Peace, SEJUP, and Bring It On Africa, present Anambra Political Dialogue, the Mace Debate 2023, the official platform for all the State Assembly, Federal House of Representatives, and senatorial candidates of various political parties across Anambra Central, Anambra North, and Anambra South senatorial zones to showcase their manifestos to their various constituents. Anambra Political Dialogue, the Mace Debate 2023 will be transmitted live simultaneously in all the radio and television stations across Anambra State and beyond, including social media live streamings. Date: Thursday 9th through Saturday 11th February 2023. Time: 10 a.m. each day. Venue: Professor Dora Akunyili Women's Development Center, Oka. For candidates' participation or enquiry, please call Dr. Stanley on 080-304-08655. Chooks 080-366-75851. Sir Felix 080-337-62167 or Chibo on 080-311-63447. Our email is themacedebate@anambra2023@gmail.com. Anambra Political Dialogue, the Mace Debate 2023. Let your voting constituents know how you intend to represent them at the state, red or green chambers of the National Assembly. Signed, Political Dialogue, Mace Debate, Anambra 2023.